What's up, guys? It's Talia. Today is Tuesday, September 11th. Sorry about that. I should have known. Um, I've been seeing We Remember September 11th stuff in my Facebook feed all day. You think I would remember that? But yeah, unfortunately, this isn't a good day in American history. Um, it's just a really tough day for a lot of us. Um, but I don't want to dwell on that. Got a few things to show you guys. Um, got a couple whips. Got to finish. Some stuff. So I'm gonna try to make this as quick and painless as possible. Okay. Okay. Um, for starters, we'll start off with my finish, and this may be going out of order, but um, last time, if you guys remember the Mitten sampler ornament that I started in Mania, it was a little, it looked like a mitten with like little Christmas sampler type stuff inside of it. Um, I did get around to working on that again this past week, and by the end of the week, by Friday, I was really close to finishing it, so I just kept working on it. Ended up cheating on my rotation, worked on it all through the weekend, and actually finished it up yesterday morning. So if that tells you anything. So I'll go ahead and show you that. There it is finished. Isn't that pretty? All those beads in there. Yeah. When I worked on this in Mania, the only thing I got done was this center line right here, the gold center line, and then half of the line of that gold line there. Actually, I think it was this half, but who cares? So yeah, I've literally done 95% of this ornament in a week. So, and I did switch out the beads that came with the kit. I didn't use those because they just seemed too like dark and dull. I don't know if they came that way, if they were just dark to begin with. But maybe it might possibly have. So it may possibly be that the kit's been around for a while and they've just darkened up over time. But I didn't use those. I had some gold seed beads that I got from a Stitchy Box subscription last year. So I used those, and I think they make it look awesome. I initially wasn't going to use the beads because I thought the ornament looked really good anyway. But I'm glad I added the beads. And I had some 9 thread. They include in the kit, I have it here. They include in the kit, you see that yellow thread? The only reason that yellow thread is there for people to use to thread the beads with. But I had some 9 thread, which I like to use even better. And while I have the kit out, I will show you the beads that came with it. They're in here somewhere. Here's the beads that came with it. They're kind of dark for this to be used on. You see, okay. There's the beads that came with it, and you see the beads that I used with it. Yeah. No comparison, right? I think I made the right choice. So, the felt is still in here. I am going to be passing the stash on this. So if you're interested in this kit, there's enough floss left in here. I've put it on a card. If you're interested in this kit, what's left of it, here's all the floss that's left of it. You should definitely have enough left to do this kit again. Because I think I used maybe not even half of everything that came with it. Like, see, it does tell you, it does tell me, like for the instance, the dark red, there was one length There's only one length, but I think I only used... There was one length, but I only used 2 strands of that length in there. The regular red, there were 3 strands. You still have a strand and at least a strand and a half. Not a strand and a half, a length and a half. Yeah, again, there were 3 strands, and I think I used 1 strand plus one length plus 2 strands of a second length. You have enough in here to do the chart again. The gold, there were 3 strands. There's still a full strand left, plus 1. Sorry, there's still a full length left, plus 1 strand of length. So I did use a little over half, but I doubled up on the gold on some of my stitches. Some of them I was actually doubling up on both legs. Some of them I was doubling up on both legs just so I could get a little bit more solid gold color, more solid gold stitches. Then again, you may choose to use your own gold. That's up to you. But I feel like you should have enough, at least especially in the gold. I feel like you should have enough in the gold to stitch this again. If you don't double up on your stitch legs. You know what I mean? It's like using 4 strands instead of 2. Something like that. But I didn't do it with every single stitch. So, but either way, I will send the felt with it. I do plan on finishing this up as an ornament. The felt, you have the directions. The felt, I will include the beading needle that came with it. It did include the regular size 24 needle, but we all have 24 needles. And, I mean, unless you want to use a 26 needle, it doesn't matter. I'm sure we all have needles. But, either way, put that away. So that is what you're getting in the kit. You are getting the instructions, the felt, the beading needles, and for the most, the instructions, felt, the beads, the beading needle, and probably, most probably, enough to do the chart again. The gold would be the only maybe, but then again, this is a very wiry gold. It may be DMC, not Diamante, but that DMC metallic. I don't know what kind it is, but it was very wiry. Just to give you guys just to give you guys a little heads up. But I will pass this along to anybody who's interested. If more than one person is interested, I will do a drawing and pick someone from that list of names. You have until my next video. Let's just call this till the end of September. And then I will either draw a name or send this to, I will get in touch with the person that actually comments on this. And like I said, if more than one person is interested, I will draw a name and send and get in touch with them. So, if you're interested in this, don't mention giveaway, don't mention, try not to mention pass the stash. Just say that you would like to stitch the ornament. So, and like I said, yes, you're getting everything, most everything that came in with the kit. You will get the felt, you will get the instructions, the leftover floss, which there should be enough to make it to stitch this again. Beads, beading needle, all that good stuff. So, yeah. Alright, moving on. In my last video, I said that I was going to work on Callie. I did, very briefly, but I think I only got maybe about 50 stitches in. So that's not really much to show, so I'm just going to wait and show that another time. Maybe when I can get some more progress in on it. So But I also mentioned that I was just started that week on the Dimensions Gold Collection Kit Kitty Litter, which is this. Sorry for the glare. Kitty litter. And I had mentioned that I had to pick out what I had stitched before because it was going in the wrong direction. And I did. But I also only worked on this a couple of days. I didn't work on it the full week. But believe it or not, this is 2 colors. And both colors are like blended needle. So that's where I got on that. And this is like in that middle orange cat. That's his nose, part of his face. And his paw right here. There's like on his ears. So, and it's not a very big piece, as you can see. Because we all know that Dimensions only gives you like 2 inches or something like that on each side. So, yeah, it's not going to be a very big piece. But yeah, that's all that got stitched on that. Because I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't. And I did try to work, I think I had tried to work on Callie. And didn't succeed very much. Then the next week, I feel like I'm saying a lot. The next week, I worked on Miss Cherry Blossom by Mirabilia. And the last time you saw this, I have 2 pieces of fabric in here, and there's a reason. The last time you saw this, it looked like this. And it still looks like this. Why? Because while I love the color, I dyed this myself. While I love the color, that's completely probably unrecreatable. This is an MCG Textiles linen. And it was so very evident when I went to start stitching on it again the other week. And I think I got a few stitches in. It's like there were stitches that were this thick and then stitches that were that thick. I did not like that. I couldn't stand it. And it just, like, it was harder to work on than it should have been. So I was like, you know what? I looked at the instructions and they said, you know, you can stitch it on 32 count or 16 count. So I went into my stash of Picture This Plus fabric that I just got. And I pulled out, what is it? Papas? I'm always going to have trouble with that name. Pampas. Oh, Pampas. 16 count Pampas by Picture This Plus. I had so much fun working on this, you guys. I'm sure. I hope I showed up right, wouldn't it? I had so much fun working on this. I kept working on it through the weekend when I should have been working on one of my big projects. And I had to force myself to put it away to start working on the Christmas ornament. I was like, you know what? It's like I need to have some kind of restraint. But yeah. This is a nice green color, actually. Yep. I was having so much fun, I didn't want to put it away. And that's what projects should be. So. So not only did I have to go back and restitch what I had stitched before on the first piece, then I got in the extra progress on beyond that. So, that's all from like these past few weeks. What I'm working on this week, I'm not going to show you very much of it because I haven't really done much on it. I've only worked on it a few hours yesterday. And that is the Bobbie G Designs Overlooked. It says, if everything seems to be going well, you have obviously overlooked something. I think I saw this in somebody's video, and I had to pause it right then and go find it. And I believe I found it on eBay. Maybe not. Maybe it was somewhere. I found it somewhere. So I will show you where I've gotten to on it. It's not a huge design. I think it says on 14 count or over 2 on 28 count. It's 4x7. So this is how far I've gotten so far. When I picked it up yesterday, I only had the H there. So I've done a little bit, not much. This is just a very deep royal purple fabric that I really loved, and I got through a Stitchy box at some point, and I really wanted to do this project on that. So I will continue working on this. It's a little tricky because it's a dark fabric, so it's slow going. And I've changed a couple of the colors out that it calls for, but I've changed them to, like, I think one color is like 3812. Instead of 3812, I'm using 3813, which is the next color up. It's just a little bit lighter. So, but I only switched out like 2 of them, I think. That's all the whips that I've worked on over these last few weeks. I'm sorry I didn't come back to you guys last week. It just wasn't feasible. I did try to film a video, but I tried to film it outside, but when I got back in, was watching the video, there were some technical issues, there were some technical like sound issues, and I didn't really like that. So I was just like, you know what? I don't even feel like trying to do another video, not even tomorrow. I'll just wait. They'll live. Anyway, as far as haul goes, I got my August fabric, my monthly subscription from Needlecraft Corner, and that is the color Truffle, and you're really not going to be able to see it. Hold it back here. It's like a rosy pink color. It's not coming off as pink as it is. Think like a couple of shades lighter than the shirt I have on. But anyway, it's like a rosy pink color. I just had it like you see that right there? That will, yeah, it's kind of how it looks. But yeah, that is Picture This Plus 40 count truffle. Getting towards the end of the year, and the reason why I have tried so hard to stay in this subscription is because at the end of the year, in December, if you stick it out, then you get an extra piece of fabric. You get 13 pieces for the price of 12. Then we got the October issue of Just Cross Stitch. I think I'm going to have to purchase the Halloween issue because some years I've gotten it in the mail as part of my subscription, and some years I haven't. So it looks like this is one of the years where I'm not going to get the Halloween issue. So I'm going to have to purchase that. I can do a quick flip through real quick. The first pattern is Elegant Pumpkin Bowl. And they do include a second option where you can put the word thankful in the middle instead of the fruit bowl. Next we have Listen Wall Hanging. It's kind of cute. Not really my style, but it's cute. Then we have the cover piece. It's the Fall Cardinal Wreath. Then we have Virginia Creeper. Then we have Picking Apples. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to skip one. Yeah. Then we have the September and October mini bunnies. And for those of you keeping up, this is all the mini bunnies so far. And there are 2 more, which all will be in the next issue. Then we have Autumn Mandala. I apologize if you see me shaking. The dog is walking around on the bed. Then we have Allison Bathgate Watson 1856 sampler. He just plopped down. Then we have our Halloween Spooktacular ornaments. I'm just going to show you this. I'm not going to go over each one. Kind of like that one down there. I like this one too. Don't get me wrong. I like all of them in their own way. Then we have, after an article on designer Belinda Carl's Nace, we have Hayride Happenings. And I think this one is hers too. Nope, this is Elizabeth Spurlock. That is the Halloween alphabet. They do give you a full alphabet. You don't have to do just this word. You can do scare or Halloween or anything else. Then we have Pumpkin Needlebook. And then I think, sorry. Then we have the Christmas Stitch, which is Oh Holy Night. This one I'm going to have to be a little bit careful because the pattern is at the bottom. Oh Holy Night. And I believe that to be it in this edition. Yes, it is. That is it for this edition. One last look. But even though I didn't get the Halloween edition, I did receive the Ornament edition of Just Cross Stitch. Now, when I tried to do this video last week, I was going along and talking about every single ornament, who it was by, what it was called, all that good stuff. I'm not going to do that this time. I had just gotten this magazine the day I decided to do my video. I came home, knowing I was going to do a video, I came home, and here's this magazine sitting on my table. Like it came in the mail while I was gone. So, I'm just going to go over the sections. If you're familiar with Just Cross Stitch, you know they put their ornaments in sections. So, I'm just going to hold up a section for a few minutes. If you need to, pause it, and you can go and you can look and see who the ornaments are by, because I'll try to hold up like the whole 2-page spread. So this first section is called Classic Christmas. Just keep in mind I can't see. Okay. That's going to be obviously your more traditional Christmas stuff. Next section, if I can get to the next section. The next section is called Christmas in the Country. This is going to be your more, obviously, countrified stuff. There seems to be a lot of designs by similar artists. Like you'll have 2 designs in each section by the same designer. 2 or 3 designs in a section by the same designer. Then we have Winter Wonderland. Then the next section is called Christmas Elegance. Then we have Oh Holy Night, which is going to be probably your more inspirational stuff, more religious themed. And I don't know if it's coming, but they'll coming through on the computer. But there's one in the top, your right corner. That's an angel, and she's kind of blowing snow. Oh, she's blowing a trumpet. Kind of hard to see in the picture. Because I don't know, the colors are coming through kind of wrong on here. So it may have been washed out. Oh. That's the pattern I was talking about. Oh. Sorry. Then we have Holly Jolly Holidays. More fun stuff. I Spot a Brooks Books. And I think that's it, actually. Yep. That's all the sections in that one. The next section is just like the recipes and stuff. So that is the 2018 Christmas Ornament Edition. And then finally, you guys wouldn't have gotten to see this if I had posted my last attempt at this video. And that is my Ultimate Cross Stitch Birds came in the mail. I'm not going to do a flip through here. I will do a separate flip through of this, just because it's like a special edition type thing. So, but as you can see from the birds on the cover, there's some pretty things in here. There's a lot of, there's quite a few patterns where there's multiple small motifs in the pattern. So they consider that 207. Like there might be one page where you have a pattern and there's like 20 different kinds of bird motifs on there. So yeah. But I will do a separate flip through of this at another time. I'll try to go ahead and do that actually when I get done with this. So but that's pretty much going to be it. I have one new watch, which I actually had forgotten to mention in my last attempt. I have one new watch, and that is, her name is HotMess Princess. Her name is Diane, I think. And she lives in Texas, Arlington, Texas, if if I'm not mistaken. So, she's already put out her second video, so go check her out. She has lots of great stuff. And I think that's gonna be it. I think the only other thing as far as personal wise is I had started a different job at a cafeteria style restaurant locally that I've eaten at since I can remember, and it doesn't pay much. It's really part-time, but I like it pretty good. I just kind of wish one of those other things was a little bit better, but I'm making it. I'm getting through. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for now. Sorry this video is so short. I was just trying to get it knocked out of the way so I can actually get some stitching done today while there's still daylight. We here in South Carolina are in the probable path of hurricane. And I briefly read that the path had shifted a little bit, like it was going to start heading up more towards Canada. I think. I'm not entirely sure how accurate that information is, but either way, we may get some storming late this week, so that'll be fun. Good thing I have my stitching. And my boyfriend just got a new iPad for him to do some drawing. He's been wanting to get back into his drawing, and he wasn't entirely thrilled with the idea of trying to do it on pencil and paper again. He wanted to get more into the digital drawing, which he'd seen a lot of. So he's got his iPad, and I have my cross stitch, so we each have something to sit on the couch and do. So that really is going to wrap it up for me, guys. I'm going to try not to stay gone too much longer next time. So until I see you again, as always, have a blessed week. Get lots of stitching in. Take care of yourselves wherever you might be. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye.